My great partners at Feed and Hands Up, Not Hands Out, came forward and said, let's do an ethical shopping party to benefit the women, to give back to those women, to let our voices heard to those women. And so that's how we're all here tonight. And just your being here and you're giving voice to the voiceless. So thank you so much for coming and making a fuss over International Women's Day. I wanted to just quickly introduce Ambassador Eugene Richard Gasana from Rwanda, who's going to say a few words in a few minutes, and also Faith, who's with us, who's a member of Parliament in Rwanda, because Rwanda is an amazing country. 53% of the Parliament is made up of women. The Supreme Court is half made up of women, and the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is a woman. So women are part of the public policy in Rwanda, and that's why we started my business, which is Same Sky, the bracelets that are crocheted by the women in Rwanda. That's why we started there.
At Feed, we really think of food as an everyone issue, but especially a women's issue. There are 400 million children who are hungry in the world, and most of them are young girls. But the solution is incredible, and it's incredibly easy. When you give children, and specifically girls, a free school meal, they go to school, they stay in school longer, they're better able to think and learn, and when they get out, they have a lot more opportunities because of the literacy and education that they've had in school. The other cool thing about Feed is that most of our customers are women. So we really consider ourselves an organization that helps women support other women around the world. If you don't know about Feed, each bag we sell includes a donation to provide school meals to children around the world. This one that I'm carrying is specifically for Haiti. We've so far raised over $5.5 million and provided 55 million meals to children through the United Nations World Food Program. We're so excited to be a part of this amazing group, and one thing I want to tell you that's incredibly important about our friends in Rwanda. We were doing a partnership where we put feed bags in every Whole Foods market in the country. And we wanted to pick a country that we could have an amazing and large impact on. And the World Food Program provides school meals to 290,000 children in Rwanda. But Rwanda is a country where we can learn from, not just in the amount of women in the parliament, but because in Rwanda, plastic bags are completely illegal. And something that we really are proud of at Feed is having an alternative to plastic bags that's meaningful and that gives back, along with being an eco-friendly alternative. So we're really grateful to our friends in Rwanda for showing us the way that it's possible to have a country that actually does the right thing and starts development processes from the bottom up with something as simple as saying plastic bags are unnecessary and they're just sort of a detriment to our society. So thank you, Rwanda, for that. Just want to thank Nicole Sexton, who runs the Feed Foundation, for helping to make this happen, and our great friend Francine for being such a leader on all these issues. So thank you all for coming.
Hi everyone. Thank you all for coming, not just to have fun, but also to support the women of the world, the backbone of society. My name is Tess Sager, and this is my mom, Elaine. For the past 10 years, my family and I have been traveling around the world, especially the third world, working for our family's foundation. And 4 years ago, our travels took us to Palestine, where we developed an incredible relationship with the Women's Cooperative. When we first began working with the Women's Cooperative, they were making embroidered tablecloths and pillows and jackets, but only someone as bold as my father could wear one of those jackets. The patterns, colors, and people were so beautiful, but the products couldn't be sold because there was no marketplace and because sort of they're extraordinary. And also the time that it took. I wanted to create a product that would be more applicable to Western markets and something that I would love to wear personally. So I came up with the idea to use their traditional techniques, patterns, and styles, and instead of making jackets, make bracelets. We used the success of the bracelets as a model for our partnership with Rwandan women. We turned woven sweet brass baskets into big, funky earrings. And most importantly, gave them a market to sell their products.
The women that work for Same Sky, who are all HIV positive and who were, victims of the genocide in 1994 and have now had their lives transformed. they're healthier, they have roofs over their head, they're buying their kids uniforms for school. Some have even become their own entrepreneurs, selling their own bracelets. Anyway, to see the change in them and their courage gives me so much happiness, and they know you're here tonight and they're praying for every one of you. So thank you. I think we're all so honored that you're here. And
Thank you. Well, I wasn't expecting to say a few words, so let me first say thank you to Francine for this terrific initiative. There is no better time to do this than International Women's Month and week, of course, with the day on Monday, because it really is the women and the girls who are the future of, I believe, the elimination of poverty. There's a great new book that's out, and if you haven't had a chance to read it, I would highly recommend it to you, called Half the Sky by Nicholas Kristof and Cheryl Luda. And it really it tells the story of truly how important it is not only to address the issues of women in the developing world, but to give them economic empowerment. And it's initiatives like this that really are creating opportunities for women to make a difference in their own lives. And what that means is that they will truly make a difference in their children's lives. Whether it's this kind of initiative or it's microcredit, as we've seen so successfully work in Bangladesh, or many, many other kinds of initiatives, when you empower women, when you give the girl child a chance for an education, when you pay attention to the problems of adolescent girls, whether it's dropping out of school or sexual violence or lack of any better opportunity than selling themselves, it is only then that we will begin to address this issue of poverty and inequality around the world. So, Francine, congratulations on a terrific initiative.
By saying have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming. I want to personally thank the Same Sky team, which is working behind there like dogs and so passionate about volunteering and being part of this initiative. Again, please buy a feed bag, buy those gorgeous earrings and bracelets from Hands Up, and of course go to Same Sky and buy everything. Anyway, thank you so much for coming.